Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, you know I want to give all the honors and the praises and the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Mahavakar Kodash. And brothers and sisters, listen, you can't say we don't give you uncut, unfiltered, raw. I'm talking about raw truth, uncut, unfiltered out here, man. Brothers, hey, listen, thank us later. That's what I'm gonna say. Thank us later, right? It's crazy, innit? It's mad, innit? You see the lessons that are being posted. And we're just gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it and so forth. When I came out here, I thought, you know what? Today, I thought I'm not gonna go too far because sometimes you end up stretching yourself so thin, you're not able to see what's actually happening close to you. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, right? The Roman Empire was taken down because they spread themselves way too thin. And not just that, you wanna pay attention to the people that are around you, that are close to you, that are in your environment. Because that's where it all starts. So you gotta realize that's where it all starts. Whether you're talking about stalking, whatever you're talking about, that's where it starts. So a lot of people are shook. Me, I'm not shook. You know why? Because we stand in the words of Yahweh Shai. And when you do that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So we're gonna go into these scriptures. Right? I just thought I'd pan the camera. Look at all these cars as well, Baba Kasha. I'm on the roundabout right now. You're gonna have like 100 cars pulling out left, right, center, left, right, center. I told you. Well, watch that video. Gangstalking is known as it falls under the RICO Act. It's human trafficking. It falls under the the RICO Act. So you know what these people are doing with their cars and all that? That's a form of the same thing. It's a form of the same thing. It's a form. I told you, this is a flipping enterprise. So when a lot of people start getting arrested, don't come running over here and begging for help. The help comes from the Lord Jehovah Shai, man. Right? This is how people get moved around. It's called proxy. It's proxy. This is done by digital. This is done by phones. This is coercion. But you too dumb to see it. Or you do see it, but you just don't care. Right? Check this out, brothers. These are gangs. That's why they call it gang stalking. Okay? You see all the cars, you see all the whips? Well, we're not gonna focus on that too much because we're giving that too much energy. We're gonna go to Proverbs now. 4. Somebody clean this mess up. Guess who's gonna clean it up? Yahweh Shai. Right? And when I came out here, two people had to flee. Two people had to flee. Why? Because they were setting up something because they thought I was going to go another way. That's why you have to be circumspect. Scriptures tell you that in Ephesians. Be ye circumspect. Right? When you're circumspect, circle, spect from your eyes. You're able to see around you. Because if you're not, you could potentially put yourself in danger. Yeah, you have to be able to see for your own good. Your awareness is that protection. Your awareness is that safety, right? Got people out here doing dirty stuff. Baba Kishore. Proverbs 4 and 14. Do not enter into the path of the wicked, right? It says it. Do not enter into the path of the wicked. So a lot of these people, what you're going to find out is, I'm going to try not to swear, they're wicked. They're wicked. And you can't tell me they're not. And why can I say that? I can say that because of the actions. That's why I can say that. Right? Certain stuff you let slide, but then if it's involving you and your livelihood, you're gonna speak about that. Like 100 cars coming around about this roundabout. I'm gonna pan the camera for you as well. Let me pan. Check it out. Check it out. I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood, by the way. I'm in the hood. Now, it's no secret. This is how trafficking happens. Don't tell me no other rubbish. Please don't tell me no nonsense. Don't talk nonsense. Okay? This is how it happens, Baba Kisha. Right? Facts. Okay? All you need is a system of people in place, law enforcement, and a few corrupt police officers, and a few cars, more than a few cars, to strategize, and it could be effective, right? This is done to it's done because I've seen it. There's a few cases where it said there was so-called stalkers that were breaking down their victims by using cars, by gaslighting by cars. So hold on a minute. And these men basically they were rapists. Basically, there's an article on it. There's articles on this thing. So hold on a minute. If these people are doing the same thing, you need to ask yourself, what's going on? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Right? No investigations. Babaka Shah. It's mad. This is mad. It's mad, Babaka. Like I shouldn't even laugh because it's not funny. Right? That's coercion. Right? This is how trafficking is done. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But if I am, someone convince me otherwise. Remember, if you have enough people in place, right, that partake in such a thing, then it's easy to do that. But you would need who? Someone in law enforcement to kind of just turn a blind eye to it, right? Look the other way. Right? Just look the other way. Look the other way. Baba Kishore, that's all it takes. So you got a lot of that type of stuff going on. Okay? You got a lot of nastiness going on. Baba Kishore. Well, yeah, pull up that jacket. It's getting cold now, Baba Kishore. You got a lot of nastiness going on, so you have to be aware of these things. Remember what I told you? Coercion. What's coercion? Coercion is a forcibility, right? Coercion is done forcibly, but it's done in a coercive way. Okay? This is so easy for them to do these things. I kid you not. Baba Kush, I kid you not. Proverbs 4 and 18. But the path for the I'm moving too fast. Do not enter into the path of the wicked. Make sure you're not entering in there. Right? It says it. And do not walk in the way of evil. Okay. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. It says avoid that. So when you see that type of behavior, avoid it. Avoid it. Right? And it says turn away from it and pass on. For they do not sleep. Bro, you know what you see them in the vehicles, right? It's kind of calmed down now. Bro, that's all night around the clock. All night. Now, you won't see me out like 2 o'clock in the morning because most brothers are resting, right? But if I was to go out at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and I was to video, how much do you want to bet the same thing would be happening? It's around the clock, bro. Okay? And it says, talking about some flipping Rochdale. Fuck out of here. And it says, turn away from it, pass on, for they do not sleep unless they have done evil. So, I'm not saying all these people, but there's people, they cannot rest until they've done a form of evil. They cannot rest until they've done a form of evil. They sleep not. Why? Because them demons won't let them sleep. A lot of these people, you're going to find that they are part of what you would call the occult. Sniffing. It's coughing. I've told you all that. Sniffing, coughing, burping, chirping, you name it. Now the veil is being lifted. It's evil versus good. You either for evil or you're evil for good. So we're in that time now, okay? And yeah, you have to pick a side, because if you don't pick a side, it would be picked for you, right? But I just thought I'm gonna come out here more because it ain't good to be hidden away, right? And you're gonna have a lot of people that are sent your way, right? And they're gonna try to use coercive manipulating methods, bro. That don't work with us here, bro. That might work with some other fucking fool, but that don't work with us. Why? Because we know who we are. If you're truly in the word, if you're truly in the Lord Jehovah Shai, you can't be manipulated. Oh, they can alter certain things, because just 20 minutes ago, you know what they were trying to do? MK Ultra. You know what they do. Them MK Ultra. A lot of these people are MK Ultra as well. So listen, you do the maths, man. Countless videos, brothers. What do you see? What do you see? Right? Because a lot of you are delusional. Right? A lot of you are delusional. Right? The only way they can get away with this thing, because you allow them to do that. Right? There's less cars now. You see, notice how there's less cars. You know why there's less cars? Because someone obviously, remember, they can see what you're doing on this phone, so they can see through your eyes. So, example, you have a phone, everything you're doing, they're there, basically. See, even that, Baba Kishah. And they use these dusty ass gang members as well to partake in such a thing. Okay, let the scriptures come out. I'm talking too much. And it says, avoid it, do not travel by it, for they sleep not unless they have done evil. So these are evildoers, man. No, it's good. They're good people. Says who? Says who? The scriptures, you shall know them by their fruit. I was going to go a different way today to teach, but I thought, no, don't do that. Don't do that, because I knew if I was to do that, there was going to be certain things set up. Remember, people are placed, brothers. People are placed wherever you go. There's going to be people that are going to be placed there, right? Anywhere you go. They're going to position people there. They're keeping a track time of routines, when you go, when you come back, all that. They're keeping a track of that. That's coercive control. This is the type of things you would see in a trafficking ring. Am I correct? Am I correct? Right? Then when you mention it, they get all upset. Oh, hey, here comes the vehicles now. But here comes the vehicles now. Oh, Kisha. And a lot of these people, they're Freemasons as well. So you know what I thought? I thought I'm not going to go too far from the area just to get a good catch of what I can see. See, when you go too far, you're not able to see. And another thing I want to say is slow down. Stop flipping rushing. You're rushing too much. Slow down, because when you slow down, the right people, you'll be able to find out who's doing what when you slow down. When you're rushing, you're not seeing everything. When you're taking your time, you're like, okay. So if I would have went the other way, I wouldn't have seen you. See? Slow down. Because when I got here, woman was standing at the gate, and because I stopped there, she ran. So she was obviously on the phone concerning me. This is a stranger, brothers. This is a stranger. Yeah, what I'm saying? So there's networks in place, satanic networks. And we are destroying them through the spirit of the Lord Jehovah Shai. Networks, man. What is the kingdom of darkness? What do you expect? You know Satan has networks, right? So the best way to dismantle a network is unpredictability, prayer, and more prayer, and the faith in you. That's how you dismantle any type of network. But the main thing is through unpredictability. Stop being too predictable. Because when you're too predictable, you could be hunted like an animal. You understand? You understand? This is why they're timekeeping you. They're always going to have someone next door to you, across the road from you, they're timekeeping you. So what you got to do is kind of break routine. You're going to have to do that and do things slightly different. But when you do that, catch them off guard. Just like now, I just made one little change and I'm able to see a whole lot through that one little change. Right? And it's freezing out here, brothers. I'm just saying, it's freezing. But I thought we still got to get out here still. So what else have we got? Proverbs 4. I'm going to jump straight to verse 16. Unless they make someone to fall. So some of these people, not all, they've took in deals. They're part of what you call it covens, whether it's a coven, most narcissists and so forth. But they've done a deal with the enemy and now they're in bondage with the enemy. Right? Yeah. They're in bondage with the enemy. That's why the scripture says, what should a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? We're not saying everyone's done that, but most people have. Right? Made a deal with the devil, man. Right? Now they're fucked. Basically, bro. Literally. So that's why brothers have to be in the words, man. And stay in the word. Don't come outside of it. Because what they're trying to do is break that hedge. Energy. They're trying to get into your energy. Bro, I had witches, bro. Witches, warlocks, sorcerers sent my way to try to get in my energy field. To try to gather intel. Well, hold on a minute. You got to ask yourself, if this type of stuff happens outside, how more so when you're indoors? If you got people that want to watch your every move outside, how much more indoors? See, we cannot be ignorant. Which you don't need to worry about that anyway. Why? Because the Lord Jehovah has his men covered. But this lesson is for edification, right? To let you know this world it's not so lovey-dovey. Oh, I just love, bro. People don't love nothing, bro. They don't love nothing. Scriptures, they shall be lovers of their own selves in Timothy's. In the last days, right? Men shall be lovers of their own selves. Selfish, narcissistic. A lot of brothers are dealing with that type of energy. Narcissistic, selfish, right? Then they want to call you selfish. You know why? Because now, as soon as you the Lord cut off certain people to you, now you had them boundaries. Now nobody can use you. So now they're calling you bougie. What's it? Cruel, cold, because you're setting boundaries and you don't want to be used and abused like you were before. Because that's what was happening. Satan was using you and abusing you. So when you come into this truth, you break free from that. The yokes of bondage. So you don't want to go back to that. The scripture's going back to what? The beggarly elements of this world. Why would you do that for? Baba Kishar. Why would you go back to the beggarly elements? The Lord Yahweh just freed you. You see? This is why we have to be mindful of how we're moving. 2026. Gonna be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Right? Very interesting, Brother Kishar. Okay? And just stay in the word. Because as long as you're in the words, there's not much they can do. They can try to shake your brain. Crack, what do they call it? Crack. Yeah, let's crack it. Let's crack his brain. Let's crack him. Yeah, they can talk all that nonsense, but if you're in the words, you're going to be okay. It's when you step outside of that and you do something stupid. We're going to go to Psalm 27. Real talk. New Year's is just around the corner. Alright? And it's going to be an interesting New Year's. Let's go to Psalm 37. Got these people that like to pull up in cars. That's the main thing, they do. Like to pull up in cars and shit. And switch up cars like you don't see them. And switch up license plates. Listen, Yahweh Shai sees you, man. And you probably say, who's Yahweh Shai? It's the name of the son. The one they call, The one they ignorantly call Jesus, man. The Lord sees you, man. You switching up cars, man. What's wrong with you? We're gonna go to Psalm 37. Do not fret because of evildoers. It's telling you don't fret means agitate yourself, man. Why are you fretting for? Me, I'm calm. You know why I'm calm? Because I'm not partaking in any insidious behavior. So I'm not partaking in any sadistic type of nothing like that. Now I fall short from time to time. I mess up, but that's where I repent to Yahweh Shai. So there's a clear difference. Okay, but you got criminals that wanna criminalize. See how are you a criminal and you try to criminalize someone that's not a criminal? So this is how you know the system's is backwards, bro. The system is backwards. And this is all tied into, you call it OC, this is organizer, it's the syndicates. What I'm talking about. When you talk about trafficking, it's the syndicate, right? That's why you got to be careful. That's why you have to be careful as well. You have to stay in prayer, right? It's about hiring criminals to blame you so they can put their dirt on you. This is why, have you seen the gaslighting methods? That's a tactic that's practiced so they can make you look like you've done something wrong when you ain't. Okay? Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of workers of iniquity. Me not fret. Me not fret. Me not fret. Because I've never seen no one that do pure evil and sell off into the sunset. Never. Never. And if they did sell off into the sunset, the Lord Jehovah Shai eventually got them. Okay? Here comes the whips now. Well, a few more whips. They're not really as much cars. It's usually, listen, the cars are usually packed. There's usually cars everywhere, bro. You know, if I was to step out on my bike, you would have a whole line of traffic, bro. And mom would say, bro, it's just traffic. Bro, it's a program. This is a program. Remember what I said? Organized. This is organized, bro. Right? You got demons crying out now. Yes, that's how you know what affecting things. It feels good. It feels good to be affecting the kingdom of darkness, man. These people don't have no love. It's fake love, bro. And I can say that from experience. What certain brothers had to go through as well and come out the other side. See the car, see the car, see the cars. They're just pulling out and I know what this area is like, and I know there's not this much cars that pull around this corner. So that's all a part of the fair tactics. Remember, they want you to be in fair, right? I think that's their way of saying, shut up, stop speaking. Man, we're not shutting up for nothing. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the workers of iniquity. They're working iniquity, man. Right? They're working iniquity. They're working sin. Right? Iniquity is many sins. Right? That's what they're doing. They don't want to. They want to shut it off like it's something good. And it says, "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass." They're gonna get cut down, man. How they gonna get cut down like the grass, man? We don't know when, but they will. And wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, and you shall dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. It's saying it, right? You know how many times I pulled up outside my yard and there'd be about 2 or 3 cars. It's always different cars. So you have about 2 or 3 cars that will park up. And it's like, they want me to see them. Because if I see them, maybe that will enforce a sign of a, what do you call it? Bipolar. Or maybe that will bring a fear. Bro, I don't care. Like, bro, come on. The Lord sees your silly ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So these are tactics. They're told to do these. They're told to do these things. They are told to. Right? Now they're getting shook. Baba Kishar, man. Why are you getting shook for? Yeah, jump in that car, man. You got to jump in the vehicles. Baba Kishar. And it says, delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Your justice as the noonday. So you don't have to worry about, oh, but this was done. Now the Lord's gonna bring forth your justice, man. Alright? The Lord's gonna bring back, he's gonna bring your justice. Don't you understand that? Right? But this happened to me. But that, don't you worry. The Lord's gonna bring forth his justice in due time. Just be patient. It says that trust in the Lord. You're supposed to be patient. You're not supposed to be screaming, shouting, erratic, right? And all them things there, right? You're not supposed to be like that, right? Now they're bringing out the. Now they're bringing. No, I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention it. And they bring out people as well and shit. Baba Kishar. The Lord's got this, man. Secretly watching people, bro. Secretly. You know how many of these people secretly watch other people in their houses as well? Do I even need to tell you about energy harvesting? This program is also a huge part of it is not just trafficking, it's also energy harvesting that ties in with that. What is energy harvesting? Well, harvesting someone's energy source, bro. It all ties in with, it's all tied in. Pornography, sex cults, it's all tied into one. So when you're talking about trafficking, right? Please don't just think it's someone getting kidnapped. And guess what? They don't even need to kidnap you anymore. They got bio trafficking. But going back to the topic, it's all tied into one. It's all tied into one. So don't just think kidnapping. No, it's sex. Because sex sells. So it's sex, prostitution, it's drug smuggling, is food smuggling, right? It's all them things there, right? Right? And when you're bringing your children to school, I don't give a shit. It's the same thing. You look it up how much it is. It says a 360 million industry, right? You pay for a service. You understand that? You paying for a service, right? And prostitution has gone up, in London. You know that, right? Prostitution has gone up, right? It's gone up. Baba Kishar. So these are this is real, bro. All right, listen. The cat's out. What's it? The cat's out. What do they call it? Is it the rabbits at the hat or the cat's at the hat bag now? But whatever they say, Baba Kishar. All these things are happening. I'm not the only one that's talking about it. You got many people that are talking about this, right? You even got certain people in the councils that are bloody surprised by what's going on, right? Remember, gangs are not people that join gangs are very insecure. Most of them, right? Most of them. So listen, the Lord's breaking all that up. That's what you got to know. See what else we got, right? And we're also going to go to 5. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth your righteousness as light, and your justice as the noonday. How many people got time to watch you as well? How do you got time to watch you? Oh, he's not. I don't like the way he's doing it and doing it. So now, what? You're the biggest critic now, huh? Right? Come on, come on. These people are being taught these tactics, bro. You understand? Corruption. Mm-mm-mm. And it says, check this out. Hold on just a minute. I'm glad I come out here and done this lesson, Babka Shah. And it says, where was I? One Psalm still, right? One Psalm still. And it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. In other words, rest in the word that's being taught. and wait patiently for him. So this is part of suffering and waiting. You have to wait. You have to be patient. Long suffering. While seeing some of these things happening before your eyes. While people talk smack. You have to wait. Okay? Baba Kishore, what they gonna do now? What they gonna do now? Huh? What are they gonna do now? That's why, brothers, advice, change up your routines just from time to time. Be predictable until you're unpredictable. Okay? I'm just giving you some advice. Right? Brothers, we're in the hood right now. Baba Kishore, be predictable until you're unpredictable. Okay? I'm gonna say that again. Be predictable until you're unpredictable because these type of people bet on predictability. Okay? Then you set that trap. I love setting traps. I love setting them traps, man. You know? Set them traps. You understand? Okay, and catch their asses out. And it says, and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him. Wait patiently. Do not fret because of him who bringeth what wicked devices to pass. Some of you are being V2K'd, right? Yeah, but the V2K. V2K. You heard about all this other stuff as well. They do stupid stuff. They do retarded stuff. These people got a mental illness, man. They do all types of wicked, stupid stuff. Right? They talk loud. They like to stamp on floors. They like to slam doors, and all that is emotional manipulation. A lot of these people, they have a abusive history. You notice that slamming doors. So hold on, you got coercive control, slamming doors, trying to speak over you. That sounds a bit abusive, don't you think? So it sounds like you have some type of abusive cults out here. But that's okay, because the Lord's gonna deal with all them things there. Okay? For sure. Okay. The Lord hates them type of people. And I've never liked bullies, bro. There's the police. Police are circling the block. Lord willing, they're gonna do something about this. Because if they are watching this video, who knows? Lord willing, they see it and be like, "But this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing." If it's corrupt police, then they ain't gonna do anything. Because a lot of these gangs, they got the police under their thumb, most of them. So that's something you gotta realize, man. Only a few are gonna, wisen up to this, Baba Kishore. The rest are not going to. Okay? The rest are not going to. But there is police. Don't think all police are wicked, because they're not all wicked. There is police that are like, yep, we're on to that. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So don't think, but you got to be careful for them rogue ones, because if you're on this program, guess who is ran by? Guess who is ran by? Police. So you have to be very careful. Don't start talking about no targeting, right? Because they say, all right, okay, but we're gonna section you, right? We're gonna section you off. Don't go to them about that. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this program. Bessie, when you're speaking truth, is to make it seem like you're talking nonsense. When we're not, because we're intelligent and we have the scriptures. So whatever we're saying can be backed up. And you got to be careful, because also, yeah, there is officers that will hire. Well, hold on, these are criminals, right? Well, who's hiring them to target you? Who could hire a criminal? Who could hire a criminal? Well, other criminals, but you telling me the police can't do that? Huh? Are you telling me the police can't hire a criminal? Huh? Is that what you're saying? Hmm? Are you saying they could, bro? It's been done to me several times. Right? Just hire some criminals to try get to you, or some agent provocateurs. Go on, yeah, mess with him. That's who it's run by, bro. That's why when you speak about it, they get all funny. Let me check the time. It's getting cold out here though. Right? But this is just for awareness, just so you're aware of these things. Right? A lot of fucking rats out here as well. Ever since the COVID, now everybody's becoming like a snitch now. Ever since the COVID pandemic. You got people that are snitching, man. Some damn informants. Oh yeah, another thing, the construction workers, they're flipping using construction workers as well. One to the court, one in a lie, basically. This was a couple weeks ago. This guy was spying on me because these construction workers like to implant things in the neighbor's house to spy on brothers. And this one guy was saying, oh, but just as long as he's looking after himself, as long as, bro, shut the fuck up, man. Like, bro, you even saying it, you even saying it, right, is a sign that you're not right. Oh, as long as he's looking after himself and he's okay, why are you watching someone anyway privately? Huh? So that guy that said that, he was up to something. This is the type of things they do, right? This is the type of things they do, right? Now everybody's coming out now. You know, it's them dark forces, isn't it? When you speak the truth, them dark forces come out like Star Wars, man. Jedi. We're gonna go to Psalms 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way. Stop fretting, man. But I saw a red car. I saw a red car. It had tinted windows, and someone around the corner. They were dressed in all black, and someone was knocking and making noise. Bro, don't fret. See, that's how they want you to act. Because when you act like that, now you're questionable. You know, when you start acting like you're questionable now. So when you do things, you got to do it with a calm head. You understand? Baba sure. Don't be like this every single person you see. You got to be calm. Right? You can't be acting mad out here. Because that's what they want. Right? Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. These are schemes. You know, these are schemes, right? Some of these schemes are from government, some of them. This is funding, bro. This stuff can't continue unless there's funding behind it. To move people around, it takes money. Right? Right? And it's a certain amount of money, but that money will run out. That money's going to run out. You know that, right? It's a black budget. Once that money runs out, oh my gosh. Once that money runs out, I'm telling you, your gangstalkers are going to be turning on each other, and they're doing that now. Brothers, there's infightings. If Satan be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? There's infightings amongst them. There's arguments going on, you know. Right? All types of things are happening. Pure infightings, man. In the kingdom of darkness. Okay? Real talk. See what else we got. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger, forsake wrath. So it also says cease from anger. Cease from that. Take a minute, 2 minutes, and cease from it. Because he wants to weaponize that anger. And now you're in trouble because you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing. So the enemy wants to weaponize our anger and use it against us. Right? Then say, see, we told you he was like this. Don't give them that ammunition. Right? You got people parked up in cars. Well, we ain't scared, man. Right? Parking up in cars. I've seen this from 6 years back. I've seen all these things, man. I used to get that. People used to jump out of the car. Then I found out, hold on, shit. It was the police that were batteries low. It was the police that were telling them to do that. Criminals. When you see him, jump out the car. Fucking hell. And it's happening in London. Mad, bro. Madness, bro. See what else we got. Cease from anger, forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only causes harm. This is a warning, brothers. You see all the cars coming in, coming out now. You see that. Sorry, I should have got that call on. But you see that now, right? See how they're all putting that one corner and just putting you up on game. I'm just putting you up on game with this. Remember, not all. I'm not saying every car, but when you see that activity, there's a method behind that as well. Now you're gonna see a car. There could be like a freeway pull-in, and you may have two cars. That one goes to the left, one goes to the right, one goes forward. You know what that's called? That's called opening portals. You know, see, this is esoteric. Remember, they're part of the occult, right? They're part of the occult. So you may see a car going left, right, one going right, one going forward. And what's the whole goal of that? It's to open up portals and darkness. These people have been taught. They've been taught these things, brother Kishar, because they have knowledge. No, I'm not gonna. They have knowledge as well. They have knowledge, but their knowledge is they use it for evil, basically. So it's not gonna profit them. So these people, they have occultic knowledge, but they use it for evil, right? But we know Yahweh Shai is above all them things there. Okay? So let's see what else we got. Don't fret because it's only gonna cause you harm. You understand? It's all that's all it's gonna cause you. Harm. See it, acknowledge it, and realize that yeah, the world we're living in it's not Wonderland, is it? It's not, come on. We're living in Satan's kingdom, so what do you expect? You're gonna see evil. But you have to know how to maneuver in this evil world. Because I'm sure you still have to make money, right? You still have to do certain things, right? So learn to do that. Okay? And I hope this is edifying because most people wouldn't even know, more people are speaking about this type of thing. Right? Okay? More people are speaking about this type of thing. Okay? Now you got people coming out of the doors because they've been instructed to. Yeah, would you please step out? Would you please step out the door? He's talking. He's reading the Bible again. That's fair, bro. If they want to be fearful, they can. But I'm not. The Lord hasn't given me the spirit of the Lord. He's given me the spirit of love and a sound mind. He ain't given me the spirit to be fearful and all you know. He ain't giving us that spirit to be all fearful. You know. You understand? And it says, "Do not fret; it only causes harm. For evildoers shall be cut off." It says it here. We don't know when, but it says evildoers shall be cut off. So you got to follow them instructions, right? But those who wait on the Lord Jehovah, they shall inherit the earth. Yet a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. Indeed, you will look carefully for his place, but it shall be no more. They're going to be like a thing of the past. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The meek. You understand? The meek. So guess what we got to do? Be humble. Right? Humble yourself now, man. Because that's going to be the ones that inherit the earth. See, they're not looking too smart now, are they? I'm saying the further you go, the easier it is for them to do more tactics to you, these satanic tactics. The less you are off, well, the harder it is for them to do them tactics. You see me? Baba Kishore. So just keep your eyes, you know, keep your eyes alert on the wicked, and the Lord Jehovah Shai is going to do the rest. I'm going to shut off here because I can't feel my feet right now. And I'm not going to say Merry Christmas because when I believe in no Merry Christmas or Father Christmas. I'm not going to say no Happy New Year because there ain't going to be nothing happy about the New Year, right? because according to prophecy, there's going to be more calamity that's happening and Yahushua is going to come. So my message for you would be, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And I hope this lesson was edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, we're going to catch some more good videos. We're going to give you what you need so you can be strong in this faith and not fear the enemy. Why? Because the enemy is limited. You understand that? The enemy is limited. Right? You got these people trying to be gatekeepers for the kingdom of darkness, man. The enemy is limited. Why you think he's using so much people against you? Because the enemy is limited. You know Satan can't be everywhere. We're gonna shut off. You know we can't be everywhere, right? You know that, right? So knowing that he can't be everywhere, how does he keep an eye on you? He keeps an eye on you through people, organizations, and a network. But we have nothing to fear. Why? Because if the Lord be for us, who can be against us? You understand? So I'm gonna shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. Just something to think about. Stop calling it gang stalking. It's not gang stalking. It's human trafficking, racketeering under the RICO Act, under Trump. Trump was supposed to do away with that. Okay, he was supposed to, right? According to the federal law, it is illegal. Okay, so I'm gonna shut off here, and until the next time, shalom, my brother. Stay safe out there. Shalom, shalom.